Here on the floor live at ITC 2024, I'm joined here by Pete Crow, and he's with Team Focus. Pete, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, you got it, Miguel. Good to be here. Good to see everybody.
Awesome, man. So tell me a little bit about Team Focus. What's the value prop, man?
Team Focus, been around for 25 years. Think, hey, maybe what are these guys doing in the industry today? Unique proposition in terms of, one, bringing core platform, nimble as can be from an API, always built around API and integrations, right? I mean, there's a lot. The vendor hall, I mean, you've got 500 people doing amazing things in there. We want to integrate with them. And that's the product we bring on the technology side to make sure we've got the latest and greatest integrated in our core platform for any of our client partners out there. But not just that, then we bring in the servicing side.
Yeah.
Unique for us, right? If you think about anybody and what they're doing in the marketplace today, profitability and loss ratio, right?
100%.
You see it. I mean, you see these carriers are struggling.
Right.
And for us, when we bring that underwriting and the experience we have on that side of the house, coupled with a little bit unique in our core platform, exposure management.
Interesting.
Right? So exposure management, some people do it through configurations.
Yep.
We have a whole separate module. Again, we're born and raised out of Florida,
Okay.
right? Cut our teeth there with a lot of Florida domestic companies. So think about all the cats coming through there and what we need to do from an exposure management perspective, real time, right? So you're not looking in the rearview mirror a month later, 2 months later saying, hey, why did I write all that risk?
Yeah.
Real time at the point of quote, based on any element in the database, that's unique to us.
Got it, Pete. So, you're an MGA in an exciting space here. And by the way, I mean, in almost all the sessions that we've been having conversations, MGAs is the big growth area in insurance.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit more about what you see coming forward in the future from a growth perspective in the MGA space.
Well, I'll tell you what we see kind of with our clients, and then honestly, even the conversations, the last couple of days. MGAs, I don't think it's slowing down, right? I mean, you have these niche kind of specialty lines that just have been underserved. And so you're going to continue to have some of these experts running around. We're going to start these up, continue to start them up and grow them successfully, right? But it takes technology, takes service, right? It's one thing to have that idea and be able to go out and get those partnerships. But listen, you still need the tech and the operations behind the scenes. And that's, again, where we kind of come in, insurance solution in a box, to be able to help a lot of these guys worry about what they need to, which is their product, right? And who their partners are to be able to go write business and fill that niche and that gap. The other piece we've seen, even with a couple of our current clients, we've been building out for them, E&S. E&S kind of I feel like it used to be kind of over in this corner, and it's like, hey, maybe we need it, in certain parts of the country, maybe very hard markets like a California, maybe a Florida, a New York. It's mainstream.
Yeah.
It feels very mainstream to me today, and I don't think it's going away.
Yeah.
So, for any of these insurance companies out there, I feel like they're looking at it saying, I need to have E&S product. I can have E&S product, and it's going to be accepted by my agents out there.
Got it. And so you guys represent really that kind of that facility, that capability, technology, process, operations. You represent that capability so those carriers can actually do that E&S work.
Yeah, I mean, for example, one of our clients comes to us a year ago and says, hey, we want to start an E&S company. And we say, great. What do you guys want to do? They said, we've never done it before. We don't know. We just know that we think the need is there, the niche is there, and we can do that in these states. We've done it multiple times, right? So for us, we're bringing that technology, the insurance operational side of it, but honestly, the experience. I mean, that's what kind of the fastest path to success. Think about anybody out there who's starting a business. It's hard.
Yeah.
Right? It is very hard. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. What we bring to the table is a lot of people have been there, done it.
Yep.
Right? The class have gotten the T-shirt. Right? And so for us to be able to come and say, hey, you're going to make less mistakes. You're going to get there faster. That's a big deal. Right? Because if you start off and you're not writing the right policies,
You got it.
you're costing yourself a lot of money, right? And you don't do it the right way. So for us, it's all about that day one and getting somebody to day one fast.
I love that, Pete. You just you kind of emphasized the point that I heard in a session 2 days ago where there was a panel of investors. They invested in a lot of MGAs, and they were talking about the fact that they're looking for expertise in the company. And if there's no expertise, if they don't feel like there's someone there, and I know no number of your members of your team got that expertise, then there's no value prop. But in addition to that, think about roadmap, and you can't walk around ITC without talking about AI.
Yes.
Where does AI fit for you, Pete? What are you thinking about in terms of AI in your roadmap or just in the industry in general?
Well, I'll tell you, that was one of the reasons I wanted to come here. I was go and see what people are talking about, what people are showing in the hall. Listen, everybody knows it. It's at the infancy. Everybody's still trying to figure it out. I think a lot of people think they're further along than maybe they really are.
Okay.
I think we're calling AI is really automation right now, right? Kind of flipping that and using that label a little bit. But the cool thing is everybody's looking at it, and I think looking at it very hard. For us right now, what we've done, we started really with chatbots, right? Think about your classic underwriter. For us, we have a lot of underwriters working on our clients, and they're very capable, but you get a new underwriter coming in, essentially as opposed to them bothering their supervisor every 5 seconds with a question, we've trained our chatbots, so now they're asking the chatbot. It's surfacing the underwriting guideline. It's telling them exactly what they need to do and how to respond. training them faster, right? And allowing our team to continue to be more productive in other areas. That's the start,
Right.
The next step for us is on that automation side. And I think about content creation, right? I think about, hey, how are we going to assess what's coming in the door from a data? Think about an inspection, right? Inspection's coming in, we're grabbing that data, we're actually reading through that inspection, making a judgment and reasoning on it, and then creating that email that's going back to the agent, right?
Yeah.
Those are real use cases.
Yeah.
'Cause that's happening all the time. You think about any of these hard markets, like Carolina, Florida,
Yep.
up the coast, even over to California. I mean, people are going to inspect 100% of the homes these days.
That's right.
Right? And they're going to do a 3-year or 5-year. So for us to be able to bring that to bear for our clients in the future, again, that's just the start. But I think that's where it is started right now.
Amen. Yeah, it's all about the use cases, man. Exactly right. And I also love that you're talking about using AI from a more like a co-pilot type of perspective, right?
Yeah.
And then working into the future where maybe decisioning is a little bit further down the line.
Yeah, I think, listen, any of these things, there's going to be a long tail to this, right?
Yeah.
In terms of how this plays out over time. I just think you got to get started.
Yeah.
Honestly. And so, again, start with the chatbot.
Yep.
And then, again, pick something in your business you're going to see the return on,
Yep.
right? And for us, if I can take an inspection review from 15 minutes down to 5 minutes and align and make sure our underwriters are actually more aligned in how their decision making is on those inspections and their underwriting decisions,
That's right.
well, we win, right?
Yep.
And the clients are winning as a result as well.
You got it. Pete, thanks so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, another ITC InsurTech innovator, Pete Crow. Thanks so much for being with me, man.
You got to go.
All right.